You know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, Jock. I'm gonna take this opportunity while China Red is pouring up this Shoe Crazy wine. This is black owned Shoe Crazy wine right here, man. Black owned, female black owned, man. Shouts out to Shoe Crazy. But Jock gave me my first big interview.
He gave you your first big interview?
My first big interview on this platform over a year ago. It was during the time the 42 Doug had that song. Before I Go Broke Like
yeah, Lil Mutant.
And I was hosting this thing called Fight Night with him at Venue. He had Club Venue, and I was hosting the fight nights with the girls slapping each other and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so man, I just randomly hit him like, "Hey man, you want to come on the podcast?" And then I'm thinking like, you know, he gonna be like, "Hell nah," you know, it's a national story at this point in time. He ain't really weighed in on it, man. And Jock, he just said, "Yeah, bro." And I couldn't believe it, man. My whole team was excited. I was like, "Oh shit, he really coming!" And at the time, I'm like, "Man, he ain't really gonna come." Man, Jock came in that joint with an AK-47. The people that own the
Oh
spot.
yeah,
He was like he was walking his dog.
He had that big old gun.
Yeah, that big old gun.
Was it a double barrel? No, it was a shotgun. Had slugs. Yeah.
So he walk in there, the folks that own the studio at the time, they looking like, "What has he got that for?" And I was like, "I don't know, but we just coming here to talk, and I'm pretty sure as long as nobody mess with him, he ain't gonna mess with nobody." And man, he gave me the most honest, just transparent interview, you know what I'm saying, to date. And man, that was one of the biggest interviews that launched his platform. So I just want to give Jock his flowers, man, because he a real one. He ain't had to do that.
You ain't lying.
A lot of these folk would have held their nuts on the young brother, you know what I'm saying?
That's how we end up together. Every day. Okay, so we grew up in Southwest Atlanta. You know what I mean? And so Jock came to Wildin' Out in 06. I think he was my second day at Wildin' Out.
Okay.
And he's like, "Shawty, man, we finna kick it, we finna go." I'm like, man, I'm looking like, man, I just got around here. You know, so I'm playing it safe. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I'm like, look, I don't want to know all that. I'm just gonna chill. I'm trying to get a job up here. And he's like, man, don't be acting like you ain't for Adamville. Fast forward, we back in Atlanta, and we just started bumping into each other. He had a firehouse. I used to ride my motorcycle past and stop every day. And then I have a birthday party. I'd be like, "Jock, can I put you on my flyer?" He'd be like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
That's dope.
But I went through a terrible 7-year relationship. And I kind of lost myself a little bit. And so coming out of that 7-year relationship, trying to find myself, I called Jock them. I had been in the house just going to do shows on the weekend, not putting to the plus, and you know, so I had to get back out there. And so I go on the road with Jeezy on the weekend, and I met my fiance on one of them shows, and then I started doing comedy skits.
Okay.
I got to film these comedy skits. So rest in peace to my sister, man. She was so special, man. She used to shoot the comedy skits with me. Jordan Jackson, we was filming with some more comedians, and they just want to put me in and say Shawty, but they didn't want to listen to my ideas.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, look, I do this for real. I help with movie makers. Yeah. I say, man, listen, get the girl. I say, tell her I want to film with her, and I have refreshments. I have a set for us. We're gonna go to all black businesses and promote the business and do funny skits in their businesses. And she like, yeah. He like, yeah. So he go. He tell her, and she like, I'm with it. So I had it all set up. We would go to all these black businesses, and so we filmed one day. So I told Jordan, I said, I'm about to call in a favor, call one of the big dogs. And I called Jock. When I called Jock, he like, yeah, I do it. I do it. And he came, he filmed, and you know, my co-star, she was my own talent girlfriend, like in the skits. You know what I'm saying? She was like my girl. She was really nice. You know what I'm saying? Queen Pen, Queen of Jacksonville, man. My sister, and she was so beautiful, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Jock was doing a skit and he had a bouncing, and he was like, yeah. Cause it was like she was my girl and she wanted Jock autograph. The skit was, and then so he was like, yeah, she get my autograph, as long as you let me at her.
Shouts out to Jock. Let's go.
And so that was the skit.
Yeah.
Well, 2 days later,
Yeah.
she got murdered.
Oh man.
Yes. She was murdered. It was her birthday. We were celebrating. She had been shooting at my baby mama stove. My little son was crushing on her. And man, we was happy. Me, her, and Jordan Jackson, we was a comedy troupe. And man, something happened to where they never found out who killed her. She had an ex-boyfriend, but it's like she didn't tell me. Like, she didn't tell me, like, I didn't know she was like a stripper. And I didn't know where she got her money. I said she had a boyfriend. She's like, I had just got rid of a little problem. But I never knew, like, we had did a movie together. And she was just come and shoot every day and make magic. We filmed like 17 skits in a realm of 30 days at all of these black businesses. And, you know, they was going viral. And one night we was supposed to drop a video. And it was her birthday and she was going to get her nails done. And 8 o'clock, about 7:30, we put the teas out there. It was like she put the camera emoji on my tees. And then me and Jordan posted, and we on the phone, we talking about the numbers and everything. And he's like, I wonder why Keisha ain't posted. And then about 5 minutes later, he said, hold on, he clicked over. And he clicked back, he said, man, I think Keisha just got murdered. And my whole soul just left. I laid right there on the floor, and I just couldn't believe it. Jesus. And so I called Jock. And Jock, we was devastated because she was so charismatic, she was so beautiful, and she had it. Like, we would be a comedy duo. Like, so I was kind of discouraged from shooting skits after that. And we sat, and I just set my dick in the dirt for weeks.
I can imagine.
And we didn't know who murdered her, so we was scared. We weren't scared, but we was precautious. I'm gonna say that. We was very precautious because Jock was humping. I'm like, you don't think you pissed her ex-boyfriend off, and he came back and killed her? And he like, man, we don't know. I'm like, man, we just need to lay low until we figure out what's going on. And then it came out that she had got kidnapped like 3 months before. You tell people stuff like this that you're working with.
Yeah, right.
But I ain't charged her with it though, you know. And she was a queen, man. She was very beautiful. She was the queen of Jacksonville. She was Queen Pen. You remember Queen Pen, the movie? That was her.
R.I.P. Queen Pen, man.
Yes.
Now, you know, we've speaking of loss.
Oh, but I'm saying, so after that, about 3 weeks later, me and Jock just said, we gonna shoot comedy skits. And we just started shooting comedy skits. We came up with some great comedy skits. They started going viral. We walked in a radio station one day, and they offered us a job. And the rest is history.
Well, that's a beautiful thing to be able to take a negative situation and turn it to a positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the streets more than a takeover.